Who is the lover? Who is Ar-Rahman?
Muhammad, when he was 40 years old, had a revelation in the night. That night was called Laylat Qadr. He was very shaken and it was terrifying. So, Khadija advised him to just trust his vision. He told him, "Don't worry, if you saw that vision, then it must be true."
Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Muhammad began preaching to the people of Mecca. His earliest messages focused on the oneness, Tawheed, of Allah and on the punishments that the greedy will receive on Judgment Day. He put special emphasis on the care of the poor, especially orphans and widows. He gathered followers from the Meccan society, both from the rich and the poor. The society all seemed to be looking for something more fulfilling than the materialism offered by the Meccan society.
Creation. All praise is due to the one and only. He is the master of all creation. He is the sustainer.
The Meccans wanted Muhammad to stop preaching about monotheism and social justice because Mecca was a big center of trade. Therefore, the merchant society of Mecca did not particularly support Muhammad's critique on materialism and social reform. However, Muhammad did not cooperate with the Meccans' attempts at negotiations, and the Meccans began persecuting him and his followers. Muhammad continued to receive messages from God throughout his entire life.
Muhammadur Rasulullah.
The early followers of Muhammad wrote down the Quran, and from then on, his Islamic followers revered Muhammad.
He gave us life. He gave us life. He sent to
Shema opens up with about 600,000 adult male Jews traveling from Ramses towards Sukkot. Moshe took the Jews to the bottom of the mountain to stand before God. In the Torah, it explains that the entire people saw the thunder and the flames, the sound of the shofar and the smoking mountain. The people saw and trembled and stood from afar. The sound of the shofar would increase, and Moses would talk to God, and God would answer him with a voice. The Jews began to get impatient, and then they started building the golden calf. They all gathered and worked hard to build the simple calf. Moses, meanwhile, was praying to God and writing down the tablets and the Torah. Moses came down and delivered the Torah to the Jews. There were about 3.2 million Jews that heard God speaking and giving the Torah.